tikulandireni madzulo ano kulikonse kumene muli. Ndine Brian Banda ndi programu inanso madzulo ano ya Times Exclusive. Ndachitika mwayi lero kwambiri kukhala ndi nduna yathu yatsopano ya Natural Resources, Energy komanso Mining olemekezeka bambo Bintony Kutsaira.
I love brilliant green on my walls. I love signal red, sweet lime, electric blue. I just love golden yellow.
You get all that and more at Rainbow Paints. Imagine a water-based paint that is water-resistant. Imagine a paint that is absolutely washable to remove dirt. And it guarantees you 10,000 cleaning scrubs over its lifespan without losing its luster. There can only be one paint that does just that, and that paint is acrylic sheen. Get yours today at all leading hardware stores. Rainbow Paints. Peace of mind. Part of the deal.
Tikujambula program imene on the sidelines of his tour ku Blantyre kumene tikusungira mafuta. Honorable Minister, tikulandireni madzulo ano pano pa wireless ya Kalema ya Times. Tikukumana weeks after President Mutharika adakusankhani kukhala nduna yathu ya Natural Resources, Mining and Energy. Munayilandira bwanji nkhani?
Brian Banda. Once again, it's also another special privilege to be here this evening with you. Poyamba, it is and it was and it will be a special privilege and a special opportunity for the President, Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, to appoint me as the Minister for Natural Resources, Energy and Mining, which is a vital ministry as far as Malawi is concerned. It's a special privilege and special chance and opportunity that the President decided to assign me this responsibility. Among over 18 million Malawians, he decided to appoint me to head this ministry, to look at the various departments, because it's a big ministry with 6 departments, 4 parastatals, and also you are talking of the minister with natural resources, where most of the things are. The President decided to appoint me and give me the opportunity to display my capability, my capacity, my wisdom, but also my responsibility over this ministry as a messenger, because I'm just a messenger. The President put me as a messenger to save the people of Malawi. So the first thing that I was very happy, but to be awarded this special opportunity.
Did you see it coming?
No, I didn't see it coming, because it's really in the prerogative of the President to appoint you as a cabinet minister. It doesn't matter what education you have, what experience you have, or whether you have won as a member of parliament or not, but it's in the jurisdiction of the President to appoint you. So a lot of thanks, and indeed my sincere gratitude to the President, for the choice, but also for the opportunity that he gave me to serve him and the people of Malawi as a cabinet minister for natural resources.
I noticed that almost every cabinet minister now is a member of parliament, away from the previous cabinet where others were not members of parliament. So it was imperative for one to be a member of parliament. You also won in your constituency. Why do you think people decided to give you another chance?
Anyway, I think I'll have not much to say. I think the people who elected me, they have their reasons why they had to put me back. In 1999, I first won on the Malawi Congress Party ticket. This time, it was strictly on the DPP ticket. And you could see that that is an area which is somehow hostile to the other parties. Not only DPP, but also to the other parties. But God decided that I should be a member of parliament there. The reasons, I think the people of Lilongwe Msinja North, they have got reasons why they decided that I should win, and I win decisively. There I win decisively, People went there to camp, people went there to campaign, but I won decisively in that constituency. So I think the people there know why they thought I should be their member of parliament for the second time.
You are now the Minister of Natural Resources, Energy and Mining. Let's start with a few days after you were hired. You are reported to have said that you are reported to have locked people out of your offices because they were reporting late.
Yes.
What happened?
You see, the discovery that I observed, it's now in most of the departments in my ministry, because particularly I'm talking of my ministry, is that myself, I make sure that when I'm around, I come to work by 7:30. Because
that's the way you do your thing.
Yes.
Even outside government.
You go there, when I'm on duty, I report at 7:30. Now, I was always observing that, okay, I'm here. Sometimes I could be in the office, even my messenger is not even there. Even my secretary sometimes is not even there. Now, what I noticed is that only the senior management team, like the PS, the directors, are the ones who come to work in a good time. But all the others come to work very late, around 9, around 10, around 11. Some really actually have no time where they come to work.
Yeah.
They come to work at 11, by 3 o'clock, they're out. Some of them just leave their jackets on the chairs, and then they're out. Then, when I looked at the challenges, in front of us, some of the issues that needed us to work on us, you find out that the documents, the files, that are in the offices of the people who are coming to work late.
Yeah.
So particularly they have no time to look at those offices, look at those files. Now, how do I do it? The best way to say that, okay, now I'm here. I know this has been a habit, business as usual, but now I'm here. Let's see how you do that practice. Because I want an improvement. I want the challenges which the people are facing to be sorted out. I want the documents which people are waiting to be delivered. I want every application, every request to be answered on time and in time. So as a way of making the staff, members of staff, to know what is my mode of style and what do I expect them. That's why I look them out of the office.
Has the situation improved now?
Yes, for some, and no, for some. Because, you see, it's a syndrome which has been there because of our problem of the mindset.
Okay.
You see, people in government, they think that everything in the government you can do according to what we want.
Yeah.
That is in Malawi. That is wrong. Because we have been in offices in other countries where people, members of staff, civil servants, they do business as they do in the private sector. Now, I am a politician. I believe in delivery. I believe in results. I don't believe in time, but I believe in results. On any objective, on any activity that I'm working on, I want to see the results. So this has been a problem with most civil servants. Not all, but with most civil servants. That they think that because in government, now they can go to work anytime that they want. They can get out anytime they want. Yeah. Because but we have to start giving discipline. And what I've started, clearly, I'm starting on taking on discipline measures.
Voto limene mwanenalo ndi voto lalikulu, but you cannot simungali tenoka.
Yeah.
It's not only in your ministry.
Yes.
It's also happening in other ministries.
Yes.
Ndiye mupanga bwanji.
Brian, what I'm working on is the issues concerning my ministry. Because the president has given me mandates to head my ministry. So I'm talking of members of staff, and everybody who is under the Ministry of Natural Resources, Energy and Mining. So whatever will be happening with others, okay, that is according to them.
What about others who might think like it's just a stunt?
No, it's not a stand. I'm going on.
So you're still continuing?
Oh yeah. I looked at the people in my office, that is the headquarters of the ministry, but I also went and looked at the people in the Department of Forestry, an office almost 500 meters away from us. And there it was even worse, because the time that I went there, I only found 3 members of staff in the office. And I waited in the car until 10 a.m. It's when they were coming and assembling on the assembly point. And I told them that whatever they signed that they were going to be obliged to work according to the government regulations. And they signed. They didn't give it to, so maybe I come from very far away.
Why are these things happening in government? Are people tired? Are people not motivated? Why are people reporting late?
But why also do other people report in time? So the best answer is for those people. But anyway, what I'm saying is it's the mindset that I want to talk more. The mindset, somebody was giving a lesson to the ministers one time. And he was comparing us, Malawi, to Singapore. That in 1980, Malawi was economically was at the same status with Singapore. This time, Singapore is 61 times richer than Malawi. Why? Because in that country, people know that it's their duty. You see, Brian, when I think of the opportunities that we lose, because I think I'm Bintony. When I'm here, I'm Bintony Kutsaira, or you're Brian Banda. But when you are there, always, I like you because always you think of the responsibility that the Times has given on you.
Yeah, that's right.
Similarly, I am Bintony Kutsaira, but the president has given so much responsibility on me. So when I wake up, okay, I'm Bintony, but I don't take myself as a Bintony. When I am sitting in this chair today, I'm here at Northern offices in Martin Blantyre. I haven't come here as Bintony, because if you were Bintony, I wouldn't even enter there. But I come here because of the responsibility that the president has put on me. Now, when we are sitting in those offices, do we know how much responsibility that people expect on us? Do you know the problems which the people are facing in the villages, facing town, that they're waiting for us to assist them? Now, we forget this. Sometimes we start concentrating on our own personal interests.
Sometimes even a letter to have its signature appended to takes a month in government. Where are these things happening, Honorable Minister?
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying.
The mindset.
The mindset that, oh, it has come. Oh, I will look at it. I will leave it there. I will look at it. And 2, they have no time. Let me just tell you, Brian, somebody comes to work at 11 a.m., then knocks out at 1 a.m. When the 1 p.m., when he says, I'm going to the bank, just simply the bank will not come back until the next morning. And they come next morning at 10 a.m. Sometimes she just have 2 hours to work. Yet the in-trays are just like this.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, how much time does he have? Does he have time to look what they let us to sign?
So you want to tell our viewers that this is an ongoing...
It's an ongoing exercise. It's an ongoing activity. I will not stop. And actually, I'm saying that let those people who think I'm wrong, let them go back to the contracts which they signed. What does the government say the starting time of work? What is the time of no work?
Honorable Minister, what do you think makes you the right person to hold this ministry?
Maybe I think that question, the best person that I should answer is my boss, the president himself. That is so the capability, that is so the capacity, that is so my characters that I could head that ministry. But in my own, I think I wouldn't say much.
Are your qualifications related to this ministry?
Qualifications, sometimes we can be qualified, but sometimes we can lack the capability, the capacity to do it. Qualifications, yes, we can have the master's degree in agriculture, agroforestry, whatever, have high degrees as we have, but what is more important is the zeal work.
Okay.
Of course, qualification is important, because sometimes if you're not fully well qualified and you are not knowledgeable of all the field that have been given, also the same civil servant cheat you.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And you just agree. This whole banner, this one works at BCD, and I don't act like that.
So you know what you're doing?
Oh yeah, I know exactly. When I'm giving an instruction to the PS or the directors, I have knowledge of what I'm saying. I have knowledge of what I'm saying because this is a field which I was educated, a field which I've worked, so I know. When I'm talking of forestry, I have done agroforestry.
Okay.
When I've done mining, I have done mineral sciences at Chancellor College.
Okay.
When I talk of energy, I have done physics. When I talk of fuel, I have done chemistry.
Okay. So you are the right man for this job.
No, the president knows, but I'm not saying that I know.
Let's talk about electricity. The blackouts are back. What's happening?
Not much back, because in terms of power generation, we are still very, very well. Okay. We still have got the capacity. We have all the machines running at Kapechira. We have, I think, 3 machines at Tanzania, which are going under routine rehabilitation. We have all the machines at Nkula, and we have all the machines at Wove. We have diesel engines, which are adding towards the peak hours, and we have the capacity to generate. Of course, the challenge comes that we still need water levels to improve. But that has not reached the stage where we're going to be having the blackouts.
We are still maintaining the generators?
Oh yeah, the generators are there. Okay. The generators are in 2 types. Yeah. Igenco has got its generators, which we bought. We've got some at Mapanga, and some at Kanengo, and some are in Kasungu. Okay. They generate 53 megawatts. Okay. Now we have got generators those which ESCOM leased from Agrico. Okay. They also generate that power. So when you add all this plus the generation from the hydro,
what about the sustainability of these generators? Because others are worried that they might be costly to run.
The diesel engines, they're not very costly. Okay. Now, for the meantime, we're maintaining them. There will come a time when we are going to do away with the Agrico, the diesel engines. By that time that will be doing that, we're going to have now the power interconnector from Zambia. You know, Malawi, very soon, we already signed an agreement where we'll be buying power from Zambia through Chipata to our Nkoma Sabu power station. Yeah. So we'll be buying 80 megawatts from Zambia. Okay.
When are we doing away with
now
the Agrico generators?
Yes, the contract will be done by January, and by that time that power, that agreement and that connection will be in.
So when we have the interconnector from Zambia, we'll do away with the Agrico ones.
Oh yeah, because the contract ends in January with Agrico. Okay. But that facility, it's also starting by that time. Okay. Yeah. So now, but we are also divesting, not only through that one, we have also put several programs. One is the solar power farms, one in Salima by JSM. When you go there now, it's really at a very advanced stage. Okay. So that by December, they say they're going to start giving us the power. In addition to that, there are also several investors who are coming in with the solar power generation. But the most important one is that now Genco is going on now on power generation using the thermal. They'll be constructing a power plant at Kamwamba. That project has been there for a long time.
Yeah.
But now, because we saw that without the government, investors sometimes they don't come properly.
Yeah.
So now we have transferred that project now to Genco, a local government organization, to team up with an investor and do the construction of the thermal power plant. Once we do that, because all these things, we are mindful that we all depend upon the rain. Mm-hmm. So every day we sit down and pray for the rain. Now, if that year the rain falls more in the southern region here, it means we don't have enough rain from, because the water life mostly get filled from the rain from north and central. Now, when there is enough rain there, the levels of Hire River have been lowered.
So these are other initiatives that are going to help us.
Yeah, they're going to help us. Actually, now we're emphasizing on the projects which are going to go away from the Hire River. Mm. Because when you go to Kamus Barrage now, and you see, I don't know what that is, and you see the levels that where the water was 10 years ago, and the level that the water is now, you feel that, oh yes, I think we need the additional and alternative sources of power energy.
We have to take a short break. We'll be back with you in a moment. In case you're just joining us, this is Times Exclusive, airing on Times Network. I'm joined by the Honorable Minister of Natural Resources, Energy and Mining, Honorable Bintony Kutsaira. We'll take a short break. We'll be back momentarily.
I love brilliant green on my walls. I love signal red, sweet lime, electric blue. I just love golden yellow.
You get all that and more at Rainbow Paints. Imagine a water-based paint that is water-resistant. Imagine a paint that is absolutely washable to remove dirt. And it guarantees you 10,000 cleaning scrubs over its lifespan without losing its luster. There can only be one paint that does just that, and that paint is Acrylic Sheen. Get yours today at all leading hardware stores. Rainbow Paints. Peace of mind. Part of the deal.
In case you're just joining us, you're watching Times Exclusive on Times Network. I'm joined by the Honorable Minister of Natural Resources, Energy and Mining, Honorable Bintony Kutsaira. Welcome back to the other half of the program.
Thank you very much, Brian. Thank you.
Let's talk about mining. The worry, Punjab, when you hear people, is we have a lot of precious stones. But the question is, are we, as a country, are we benefiting? What comes very clear to my mind is the Kairekera issue.
Yeah.
What can we do to make sure that Malawi benefits from its resources?
Yeah. Brian, originally, personally, and as I was growing up, I believed that, I always used to believe that Malawi is the most unfortunate land which God did not bless with any minerals. Because when you look at the countries surrounding us, when you look at the infrastructure, you go to Mozambique, Maputo, when you look at the infrastructure, Beira, even the one that we think they are like our friends, Zambia, when you look at the infrastructure, you can't match with us. When you go to Harare, despite their problems of late, of course, when you look at South Africa, when you look at Tanzania, when you look at the infrastructure and the socioeconomics, do not match us.
Yeah, that's right.
No. What's the reason? The reason is that majorly we depended upon agriculture. There was nothing wrong as long as all the factors were constant. But now we've got a problem of rain. It's either floods or droughts.
Yeah.
Now, the problem with the agri-economy is that we always, like ours in the country, the Sudan is a different thing, and all the others where they depend, literally on irrigation. That's another thing. But our agri-activities here in Malawi, we are solely dependent on what God gives us.
Yeah.
So sometimes in the year where God has not given us enough rain, then the economy and everybody suffers. Now government, whatever money it gets, it has to make sure that it feeds its people by means and do everything. Construction and other projects suffer. Now, when I am in this ministry, when now I've got the files and I know what is happening after visiting other mining centers, Brian, is so surprising that the country has extremely rich hidden treasure.
Do we have gold?
Oh no gold.
No,
because now gold is a mineral of the old revolution.
Okay.
But now we've got a new revolution.
Okay.
New revolution we call rare earth rocks.
Okay.
Rare earth rocks, talking of lithium, there's so many small stones, which the country has. There's a site in Parombe, there is a site in Balaga, but there's also another site of cement production. Apart from the one in Kasungu, there's also another site for cement production in Balaga. Talking of the rare earth rocks, these are the rocks which are used to make magnets. A phone like yours, this one, for it to work, it needs magnets and it requires.
And we have them.
We have. I was there last week in Palombe. Another mine is in Cancun and Malaga. And I'm talking of these are new revolution minerals, which are used to make, they're used in electrical motors.
Okay.
Tesla vehicles. When Tesla is happy to make vehicles without fuel, they're talking of layer rocks.
Yeah, that's right.
These are rocks which are used in to make magnets. Japan wants them heavily. The UK, America wants them heavily. Because now they are a product, they are a major component of the modern world. The only leading country now is China. Malawi, if we open the Songwe mine in Palongwe and they start producing, and they have told us that now they will even be able to produce, maybe to export 1 million tons of
but what about companies, people that are taking these minerals?
That's my worry now.
Yeah,
that's my worry.
Because sometimes the people that are being apprehended, they are small scale miners.
Yeah. The problem that is what as a country we have not done much to make sure that the Malawi as a nation benefits from the mining activities. What I've done now is the president has ordered us to establish the Malawi Mining Development Corporation. Okay. Medical. This one will become in effect maybe by the end of this month. Okay. Literally, this corporation is like a regulatory. Okay. One to regulate the mining activities, to give licenses, and also to follow up on policy, to follow up on the people who are doing the mining, to follow up what they are doing in the field. But in addition to that, this one is also a body which will be given mandate to look for investors. Look for investors and partner in the exploration programs for the rocks. Because now the problem now for our exploration programs, we just depend on the mercy of the investors.
Do you know the people and the companies that are smuggling precious stones?
We are aware of that.
What are you doing now?
That is why now we have put Mediga in place. Because the problem is our policy we're not in it. Geological Survey was just given the mandate to go and produce geomap, just to study where are these rocks.
Yeah, because the study was carried out.
Yeah,
and we don't know.
Not only
we don't know So the outcome of that result.
Not only the study was carrying out, but now what is more important is the exploration. Geological survey just knows, okay, Ngankunde, there is this mineral. In Mitundu, there is such a mineral. In Igaronga, there is, but the volumes, that one is left to the mercy of the investor, and that's where the problem comes.
So even the government is not aware.
About the volumes?
The volumes.
No, it's just the investor who do the exploration to know how much volumes do we have here. Now, that's why now we are putting the Midigo to take control of such activities. So that where there is a precious stone, now Midigo should have a deliberate policy to go and do exploration in those areas, and then be able to give us the result. Okay, in this area there is maybe a potassium of this amount, there is the sodium of this amount, and then from there we'll be able now to settle even those things now to do investors. But for the meantime, we just drain the investors, and that is the thing which is not good, because at the end, sometimes the investors come, the cheaters, they go. After collecting everything which was there.
Yeah,
and that is not a welcome development. But also, we need...
So under your watch, nothing like that will happen?
For the meantime,
yeah.
No.
No investor will take our precious stones in the name of Kugaesa.
Kugaesa, unless we are fully satisfied that the samples which are being taken, they are ready for testing, and we demand that after that, let them be brought back. Because those samples, if they are going there for testing, then they remain there. Because if the samples are for testing, then.
But you know, Honorable Minister, that we have taken a lot of samples.
Yeah.
You know, we have lost a lot of precious stones in the name of Tugaesa.
In fact, now that's a question again that you and I ask. When we say exploration, why do a lot of investors come to say we want to explore? Why? Because exploration, it just means that somebody is interested to know about the realities. What are the volumes? What is the quality? What is the processing like? But now you see that there's a battle. I'll tell you, there's a battle when another company knows that there is such volumes. They fight. Why do they fight? It's just exploration, not actual mining, but just exploration. It means now, even in the exploration, there is something which the investors get.
Where are we on oil exploration?
So far, I think that one is a question for next time.
Okay.
I should not answer more.
Okay.
Next time, when you ask me, I'm going to give you the details.
Okay.
But because of other few things, I should not reveal now, because there's still some more processes to be done.
Okay.
Yeah. So next time when you invite me again, I will give you a full answer.
What about fuel?
Yeah.
Do we have enough? As a country, we are here at Nokma.
Yes.
A beautiful place, a lot of tanks here. Is the country safe in as far as oil reserves are concerned?
Yes. Yes, Brian, the country is safe as far as fuel is concerned. This safety came in, as I said earlier, because government decided to establish NOKIMA, the National Oil Company of Malawi. You see, this company has been pivotal and has served the Malawians now for better. You remember the issue of 2009, when it was used to queue, long queues on the filling station. At that time, NOKIMA was not in effect. NOKIMA was not there. NOKIMA came in 2012, 2013, 2014. But now that time is that NOKIMA was given the mandate to procure government fuel. Government fuel that government can control. Government can make a decision to release how much and provide how much. Now, since the coming of NOKIMA, you can see that the prices of fuel on the market have really stabilized. Now, this time, the private sector cannot sit down and decide to push the price up, because NOKIMA will be there. They will leave their product, and instead they will take fuel from NOKIMA. In addition to that, also the scarcity. 2009, you remember what was happening, 2010. But since Nogama came into being, we have not such expenses now.
So we are not going to reach the
No,
stages of...
we will not. Let me give you the experience of 2-3 months ago, when there was Cyclone Idai. Cyclone Idai affected the offloading of fuel at Beira.
Okay.
So it means now trucks were not coming from Beira to offload here in Blantyre. But now Nogu might take its reserves from Lilongwe and Mzuzu and brought of them. So most of us, in fact, we didn't even know that there were no trucks from Beira.
Okay.
Because the fuel was all over.
Yeah. But others have said that the way we are bringing in this fuel is expensive. Is it true?
Land transport, always, it's expensive. That's why the government now, including Nogma, is working on, because it's not just it's plans for Nogma. Nogma have already started constructing rail bays on their depots. Okay. If you go outside here, it's bad that they didn't go. You will see that there's already construction of a railway bay.
Okay.
Because we want fuel from Beira, should be coming on there from Beira and offload here.
Okay.
And even when you want fuel from here to Lilongwe, we just load 20 boxes to Lilongwe, which is almost 20 trucks.
Okay.
And you also want that in the future, I mean the Chirumba terminal should be operational, where we can transport fuel from Tanzania and bring it to Chirumba and then load it in the line. So, yeah, it's indeed expensive. So that's why now government, through the president, Professor Arthur now, have directors. We should now start working on alternative routes.
Are we going to see an increase in fuel very soon?
Oh yeah. The reason is that when we were constructing these tanks, we planned at 60 million.
No, my question is on fuel price increase.
The
top.
Not yet.
Not yet?
Not yet.
We are okay?
Yes.
There will not be an increase?
Not yet. No.
So we are okay?
Yeah, we are okay.
But what about the volumes here?
Yeah, now the volumes.
That's what you were talking about?
Yes, now it's what I'm talking.
Yeah.
Because when you are planning for these tanks around, we're planning for 60 days. So
60.
So the holding capacity for Nokima is 60 million liters.
Okay.
Because that time we were consuming 1 million liters of both petrol and diesel combined. But now the population of vehicles and cars on the road have increased tremendously.
Yeah.
So now instead of consuming 1 million liters of fuel, this time now we're consuming 1,500,000 liters of fuel per day. Now when you go to 30 days, it means that's 45 million liters per month. Now if you're going to go to the original setting of 2 months cover, then we must have 90 million. So that's why today, when I was here, when you see the kit that I'm putting on, I have instructed Nogima to start to look for money and start constructing additional tanks here in Blantyre, Lilongwe, and Mzuzu immediately. Because we want that Malawi should be covered, should have sufficient volumes of fuel at the time.
The plan that they had was okay at that particular time?
Yes, but now things have changed.
Yeah.
So we need additional tanks. So that our holding capacity should be 90 million liters of fuel, a cover for 2 months.
Okay.
But now, in the future, we want even to go for 3 months cover.
Yeah.
That's why, and that is how we are thinking big. Now in the ministry, we are thinking big. We are planning big, and we are acting big. That's how Malawi can go.
Where are you going to get the money to build?
Money is around everywhere.
Money is around?
Yeah, it depends upon the end. There are so many investors interested in the fuel business. It depends upon what minister you have there, and what is also the chief executive. Money is everywhere.
So you get the money?
Money is everywhere.
But people are saying there is no money.
It depends upon how they think.
Do you have money yourself?
Personally, I don't have money. But the government has money.
Oh, the government has money.
The government, the organizations have money.
Honorable Minister, we have lost a lot of trees.
Yeah.
We want to finish on that note tonight. What are you doing to make sure that the little trees that are there are preserved?
Yeah. The issue of the trees.
And it falls under your ministry.
Yeah, exactly. The issue of the trees, when you just mention the trees, the picture that comes to me is about Chikangawa.
Yeah.
When you, 5-6 years ago, when you're traveling to Chikangawa, as long as you enter Chikangawa at Red Light, you could meet folk, you could meet showers, and all the way to Mzuzu. This time, that's not the situation. God would Zalanyama. Even yesterday, I was talking to my boys when I was driving through the rickshaw. When we covered in Kadabe, we did not see any Magala. But as far as we entered after Kota, Magala was all over. Up to Planta. Zalanyama, similarly. Zalanyama, now it's almost bare. So this is an issue, and of course, even when you go to Zomba Plateau, the pines were there, the pine in Dedza. It's almost
Mulanja is completely.
You know, this is a serious problem. It's a serious problem, and as a ministry, we have taken a deliberate effort to start heading and to start looking at these problems head on. We'll take them head on. I will not reveal the programs because if I reveal, they will take cover.
The ones that are destroying our trees.
They will take cover.
Okay.
But be assured, now we have entered and we're entering a battle with the people.
It's a battle, isn't it?
Now it's a battle. Because we should not just be thinking of these Magala people. There are also other big people, sometimes very influential people in the business, about the timber plantations, whatever. So we must follow a holistic approach. That's why I'm saying that it's a battle.
Okay.
But we will do it. Because honestly speaking, there is no Malawian who is interested to see and who is happy to see how things are going towards our trees now. Towards our commercial forests, towards our indigenous forests.
Are we planting more trees as a country?
Yes, and as a country, we are planting more trees. But now what is more important is when we plant the trees, do we take care of them?
Yeah.
Because when we can plant 60 million, but how many of them survive? So now this time, that's what I'm saying, as a ministry, we are taking all these problems, planting, but now do you have the opportunity to take care of them?
Yeah.
So it's both of them.
You realize, Honorable Minister, your ministry is very strategic.
Yeah.
It's very important. We are talking of minerals.
Yeah.
We are talking of fuel. We are talking of electricity.
Yes.
And we are talking of forests.
Yes.
That's a lot of work for you.
Yeah.
How are you managing all these things?
That's a different question.
Yeah. It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. But one, you should know that I'm always under the guidance of the president.
Okay.
So the president guides me that the minister do ABCD. I don't want this, I want this. So that's a first director who directs me on the policy, on activity, on planning and everything. I depend upon the president. But now as a minister, I should also have my own plans, my own activities. In addition to what the very important guidance from the president, now I have to plan. Planning for all the 5 sectors that have given to me. And from there, I move. I don't just sit down, or I don't just depend upon what my staff tells me. No, I make my own decisions. And I make sure that what the president told me, I implement. But also, what I think is correct, I also implement.
But above all, you seem to be the man who knows the job. So no one can write something that you don't understand.
Now, Brian, I think that's up to you. Because I cannot judge myself.
Hearing you talk tonight, I get the impression that you know what is involved in the ministry.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. It's what I said that earlier. The ministry has issues, has matters of things which I have known.
Yeah.
I've gone to school for them. I've worked for them. And I am able to make decisions. But mostly, the president, Professor Peter Mukadiga, is the one who gives me the policy guidance.
as we finish tonight, what message do you have to members of staff working under your ministry, departments, and the statutory corporations that fall under your ministry?
The message is very clear. Let every individual take note that we are employed in those positions. We sit in those chairs and those seats because we are serving the people, we are serving Malawians. We are just messengers. Now a messenger takes what he has been sent to. So let us take the responsibility of being a messenger. In addition to that, I really want to ask them to leave the syndrome of business as usual. Change the mindset. Let's have the opportunity to serve Malawians better. In my ministry, I'm asking that the Malawians, they deserve more. They demand more services. So what I'm saying that I'm your minister in the ministry, and I'll be there for you. But I will not tolerate deliberate confrontation or deliberate effort, maybe in order to frustrate what the efforts and the government of Professor Azabira Mutaliga is doing, even our own efforts. But I want that together, let us be united as a ministry. Let us be united together with all the organizations, the parastatals, and all the agencies. Together, when you are together and when we understand each other and know our target, then we will do it.
Honorable Minister Bintony Kutsaira, thank you very much.
Thank you very much
for joining us tonight. Well, on that note, we conclude this week's edition of the program Times Exclusive. In this edition, I've been talking to the Honorable Minister of Natural Resources, Energy and Mining, the Honorable Bintony Kutsaira. My name is Brian Banda. Until next week, it's goodbye.